I received this in the mail a few days ago, and I just have been waiting for the right moment to open it, and now's the time. I was extremely excited to see that Hasbro is releasing this series, re-releasing this series in a more closely accurate way to how the originals were released. They've had all kinds of nods to the original 3 3/4 inch figures, but not quite a reproduction. And I think with the current trend of having all the retro toys and the re-releases and the retro versions of pretty much everything, with a slight new twist. I mean, these molds don't appear to be exact, the coloring doesn't appear to be exact, and it is close enough for me. This is the first release of the Hasbro G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch action figure O-ring series. The first series is a 2-pack that includes, the first release is a 2-pack that includes the Generation 1, or the V1 Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. 2 ninjas of Cobra and of G.I. Joe. Comes in this little display box, and I'm a little bit nervous about opening this up because, I mean, as far as value goes, as soon as I crack these pieces of tape, you know, it's going to be in a different category of, even if I keep the figures closed, it's still going to change the category of what kind of condition this is in, and I still have to do it. So let's see, because there's tape here, 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 and then there's tape on the top too. So let's see, how do I want to do this? Looks like I just needed to open the top. I thought that this was a display of some kind that like opened up, and I guess I was wrong. So all right, here we go. There's Snake Eyes. There is Storm Shadow. I'm not 100% sure what's in the bottom part. Oh, I think they're displays? What are these? Oh, and then there's directions down there. Okay, yeah, I think these are... Oh, they're weapons? What in the heck are... What are they? Okay. Includes 2 figures, 2 stands, and 12 accessories. Okay, all right, so they're the accessories and the stands. Okay, so I'm not gonna open these up, but that's what they come in. And they're in this little, like, the cards look great. Not quite as solid or sturdy as the original cards were. That's okay. It's a great addition to the collection. I think one of the things that the Toy Geeks Live guys pointed out was Snake Eyes in a photo looked like he had a matte finish when the original release was a kind of a glossy finish, and that's true here. Comes with his little satchel and his Uzi, not necessarily Uzi, but just automatic assault rifle. And it's a pretty simple thing, you know, just a 3 3/4 inch figure on card. The blister is, I believe, a different size than the original ones. I don't have an original one to compare it to, so all the G.I. Joe buffs out there would be able to give the dimensions and everything, and it just seems like it's just different enough, and I'm totally okay with that. This is a great representation. I definitely can't afford an original Snake Eyes in the package, so this is really nice to have. And since they're a collector set, they never hung on a shelf or on a peg, so they have the with the tag still in there. So this is really great. Let's get back on the back side. So this is the original 6, I believe. And hopefully they will come out with Cobra Commander. I think we saw Cobra Commander and Duke, and maybe one of the Cobra guards too. So got your Snake Eyes file card right there. It's really nice. File cards were a real big thing back in the day. I used to cut out all the file cards and everything like that. And I thought that was a really fun part of collecting G.I. Joes. And I did send away for the Sergeant Slaughter through the mail. And I still remember getting that figure. It was sent through UPS. And it was dropped off at night while it was raining one day. And we got a knock on the door. And that thing was just sitting there. It was a tiny little box. And it was made out to me. And I opened it up, and there he was with I believe it was either USA or G.I. Joe along his leg, or USA on his chest, on his tank top, and then I think G.I. Joe along the leg. And it was just an awesome figure. And unfortunately, I do not have that anymore. So there's Storm Shadow card on the back. Awesome to have these. I'm really excited about collecting this series, and just having a good representation of G.I. Joes from back when I first started buying them back in the day, and going to Toys R Us and Children's Palace and KB Toys and Kmart and Sears, all those places. We used to buy G.I. Joes all the time. Yeah, so this is a great day. I'm really happy to have these. And it's been a delight the last few years, all these re-releases, all these properties that have been coming out for vintage action figures, recreating the old action figures in a retro style or a vintage style, or re-releases. I've been able to collect Transformers, Ninja Turtles, real Ghostbusters, and I didn't get into the Origins. I follow the Origins line. I go looking for it and everything. I haven't really picked any up except for the Faker, because it had the old He-Man head. And when I find one of the He-Man figures with the old head on it in package at the store, I'll buy it. And same with Skeletor, I'll buy it, because that's what means more to me. The truer representation of what they actually were. And I do enjoy seeing the Origins figures, and it's a delight and everything, and I love following the groups. And it is just a delight that I lost all these toys through a lot of different reasons in my life. And over the last couple of years, I've been able to reacquire incredible representations, faithful representations of what those toys looked like when I found them at the store back when I did. And that has been one of the greatest joys over the last couple of years for me. And even when I haven't been able to pick certain toys up because of lack of funds, it's still a delight to see. So I am ecstatic that I was able to have the funds to be able to purchase these. I'm ecstatic that I have them in my possession, and I'm really looking forward to the next wave of these G.I. Joe O-Rings figures. So thank you very much, Hasbro, for putting in the effort and the time to bring such a delightful representation of my childhood back, so that I can recapture part of those great memories. So thank you. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And if you're a big fan of these O-ring G.I. Joes like I was and like I am, hopefully you'll leave a comment, you'll subscribe, just leave some memories in the comment section about things you remember about G.I. Joes. I know there are a lot of videos out there about this stuff, and hopefully If you've made it to this point, you've appreciated this video, and I look forward to making more. Thanks.